Hi everybody, it's Honest John. It's not final yet, but we have a pretty good idea of who is running for president on the Republican side. So let's talk about them. Now we know it's going to be Barack Obama on the Democrat side, and I'm going to dedicate a video to him coming up. But I got a lot of stuff to do. I don't know when I'll get around to it. But it looks like the front runner for the Republicans is Mitt Romney. He's the official front runner. He's good looking, a decent speech maker, and usually sounds fairly reasonable. His problem is nobody trusts him. He used to be pro-choice, now he's anti-choice. He was for health care reform and even did it in Massachusetts, but now he's against it. If flip-flopping were an Olympic event, Romney, he'd be going for the gold. His principles pretty much change with the wind. Americans just won't go for someone like that. He talks about running government like a business. Well, nowadays Americans aren't feeling too kindly towards businessmen. And most of his own party pretty much despise him, so he probably can't get through the primaries, even though he is technically the front runner. Then there's Tim Pawlenty, who is pretty much boring. You know, even giving him the nickname T-Paw is not going to make him exciting. I'm sorry. But there's one thing about Pawlenty that's not boring. And that is that he pardoned a sex offender because the sex offender's wife, who happened to be the minor that he raped, wanted to open a child care center. And he couldn't do that while he had a sex offender living in the house. So the governor pardoned him and wiped his record clean. Well, he did that 3 years ago. It turned out that while he was doing that, this guy was fucking his daughter, molesting another kid. So, I'm sorry, for Tim, you know, if you think the Willie Horton thing was bad, wait till this comes out. And supposing that during the campaign, it came to light that the guy was fucking one or more of the children that his wife was taking care of. I mean, I don't know. The Republicans are pretty desperate, but I don't think they're going to take that chance. Then there's former Senator Rick Santorum. Aside from the fact that he can't carry his own state, he also is involved in the John Anson sex scandal and may have committed acts that were illegal, although we're not sure about that yet. Even Miley Cyrus tweeted about what an asshole Santorum is. I say, if Miley Cyrus is against you, you have no chance. Then there's some guy by the name of Gary Johnson, who is the governor of New Mexico. Nobody knows much else about him. Willie Nelson actually endorsed him at first, but then he took it back. So he lost the pothead vote. Sorry. Newt Gingrich is running. You all remember Newt. Serial adulterer. Lost the speakership due to ethics complaints of misuse of funds and lying to investigators. Believe me, comedians all over the country can't wait to go for a walk down memory lane with Newt. And with Newt's inability to keep his dick in his pants, A Gingrich presidency would make the Clinton White House look like a monastery. Then there's Herman Cain. Now, if you think Clarence Thomas is a sellout, you ain't seen nothing yet. This guy does everything but tap dance. Unfortunately for him, there are way too many racists in the Republican base. By the way, and they have very carefully cultivated their relationship with those racists. But there's far too many of them in the Republican base for Herman Cain to get through the primaries. So it's going to be fun watching him put on his little show, but no chance. Which brings us to Michelle Bachmann and Sarah Palin. Now I'm going to take these two together because they're pretty much the same person. They're Tea Party favorites, and they are also both national jokes. SNL will bring back Tina Fey, and I'll bet one of the cast is working on doing Bachmann. And that's their problem. They're both incredibly funny. Even when they go on Fox or on friendly right-wing talk shows, they still find ways to say stupid things. And then comedians, and I'm one, we have a ball. Sorry, girls. National jokes don't become president. Oh, here's another possibility. Rick Perry, governor of Texas, who, ever since Obama got elected, has been talking about Texas seceding from the Union. So, Rick, I'm very sorry, but you can't be president because you're not even sure you want to be an American. And Donald Trump says he might get back in the race. Now, aside from the obvious racism and stupidity, you can't run for president with a chinchilla sitting on your head. That just won't work. As a bald man, I have to admit, I went through my comb-over stage, but I never looked that ridiculous. You can't go in to negotiate, let's say, an arms deal and have everybody bust out laughing. Thanks for listening.